What is nougat?
I don't know.
What is it?
Dude, it's a good question.
Delicious.
Why is it called nougat? What is it, man?
You think? I'm gonna sound like an idiot, but like, is it a nut?
I think you're thinking of nutmeg. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Is nutmeg a nut? I think it's a spice.
Nutmeg's a spice. What is nougat, though? That's a good question.
It's like it's whipped. What?
It's some kind of whipped shit.
Like a chocolatey.
Andrew, I feel like you of all people should know this, Mr. Three Musketeers.
I've never even thought to look up what nougat is.
Do any other candy bars come close, or is it just Three Musketeers? That's it.
Twix.
Twix comes close.
Second.
Twix are good.
Twix is pretty damn good. What's yours?
My favorite candy bar, at the price of ridicule, I think Snickers is up there for me because I like the peanuts.
Okay.
I also really do like a Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruths, I feel like they're underrated.
They fly way under the radar.
Big time.
I like a Baby Ruth.
Yep.
I do.
Andrew, what do we got?
Ooh. Whipped egg white, sugar, and honey, and nuts, and or fruit. Nougat.
Okay.
Boy, well, it sounds healthy. Shove it in some chocolate and wrap it in the Three Musketeers.
I do not want another single pop culture reference out of you for the rest of the trip. You understand?
I'm trying to say that something is coming.
Welcome to On Tap. I am Jason here with Tate and Andrew.
What's going on, guys?
That was long and drawn out.
I try.
Pretty dramatic.
Hey, I'm here too.
I think 2 episodes ago, Tate, you go hello or something like that.
Just
keep
so
it simple.
weird.
Yeah, I like to keep it simple. Keep it consistent. Just hey.
Last episode, Andrew was like, "What up? What up? What
Yeah,
up?"
that's how we do it here.
Mixing it
A
up.
lot of energy.
That's right. That's right. Got a great show for you guys tonight, talking about the Emmy Awards, the new El Camino trailer. We have a review coming up of Ad Astra, which we all saw Monday night.
Spoiler review.
Yeah.
Big
You
time.
always catch me. Thank you for doing that.
Spoiler review. We should everything we review is
Pretty
spoiler
much.
review.
Pretty much.
We have yet to do, and probably never will do, a no spoiler review.
Yeah. We went to see Ad Astra late on Monday night. Only ones in the movie theater. We have a lot of thoughts on that. And then finally, the release radar at the end of the show. I'm going to talk a little bit about The Last of Us Part 2. The trailer just dropped. It looks fucking fantastic. So we got a great show. But first, we want to remind you that you can follow us on Twitter at OnTapOfficial. We're also on YouTube now, On Tap Podcast. Big announcement about the YouTube channel, by the way. We now post full video versions of the podcast on our YouTube channel. So be sure to subscribe to us. Click that bell notification button. We'd really appreciate it. We're also on Instagram, Official On Tap Podcast, and Facebook. Find us at Official On Tap Podcast. If you want to listen to the full podcast, you can find us on SoundCloud or on Spotify, soon to be Apple Podcasts or iTunes Podcasts.
Just it comes with every iPhone.
You know,
the podcast app.
You know what's kind of, we got rejected, by the way, from Apple Podcasts, iTunes Podcasts.
Jason and I were talking about this yesterday. Today.
Yeah, our show got rejected from it. And it's for the dumbest reason you would ever imagine.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I don't want to sit here and rank on Apple because I love Apple computers.
Big Apple
Clearly
guy.
we all do.
They didn't hire me though when I.
But their guidelines for what gets approved on their Apple podcasts are bull. You know why we got rejected?
Why?
Because in the title I wrote episode 2 or episode 3. You can't write what episode it is in the title.
Is that the only reason? Not the fact that
think-
we consume beverages or have.
No, it's just the podcast.
Yeah, it's just
Our
the pod.
video's not on there. So it's just audio.
But I got to
Weird.
thinking, like, why? What would be their reason for not allowing that? You know what I'm saying?
I have no idea.
Oh, God.
Maybe you gotta maybe it's a premium thing.
I don't know.
Who knows?
So now the review process is going to be another few weeks, and hopefully we'll get approved and be on Apple
That's
Podcasts
wild.
soon. So that's that. How we doing, guys? We have a good week. Everyone all right?
Thanks for asking.
Yeah, been another
Of
week.
course. Care about you guys.
I appreciate that.
I love you.
Okay.
It's been a good week.
Say it back.
It's been
Love you.
Thank you.
It's been a good week. Working, coming home, watching movies, playing some Call of Duty.
Yeah.
You
Call
know-
of Duty beta.
Not just that, but well, yes, we were playing that a little bit, but I also went to GameStop and I picked up Modern Warfare Remastered that dropped in like 2016.
Oh man, dude, it's so good. I came
It's a
home.
great game.
Beautiful.
Great game.
I was just chilling. I was like,
Play some COD.
I'm gonna shoot some bots. Just fired it up.
Screw Fortnite, man.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I think the wave has finally passed for me.
Yeah, it's getting old.
It's just it's not fun. You sit there and play one game for so long, you forget about how many other great games are actually out there.
I'll still dabble in Fortnite. I like to play like Team Rumble every now and then, but I never really do solos anymore or anything. It's just I don't enjoy it.
Hey, we got Louis the Goldfish in the studio with us.
Baby,
There he is.
Yeah,
he's made it.
You know, when we were recording the cold open, we saw him, I think, for the first time ever, going to the surface and eating food
yeah. So
after a month of having him, which is a little concerning, if I'm being honest.
I feed Louis
He's made
every
it this
day.
far.
Surprisingly,
I come down, I give him his little fish flakes and stuff, and usually they just kind of sit on the top. And I guess I convinced myself that maybe he's lazy.
he's a shy eater.
Yeah, maybe he just waits till the flakes like fall, and he just attacks them then. But tonight he must have been ravished. He must have been starving because he was popping up to the top, getting every flake. He was super active.
Dude, maybe
so
he's just like brain damaged or some shit.
I
I don't know.
maybe he's turning a new leaf.
He's kind of inactive right now. He's just chilling out.
He's a good boy.
Last podcast, he was very active.
He was swimming.
I don't know if he was like freaking out because we were getting loud and rowdy, but something was going on there.
Yeah, I don't know what's up, but welcome Louis to the studio.
Absolutely.
Happy to have him here.
Happy to
That's
have
for freaking sure.
I bet he's happy to be here.
Let's get down to business here. First of all, last podcast we made a bet,
Oh yeah,
and I bet you're happy that I remember this.
I bet I'm happy that you remembered and I remembered the name.
The bet was
I bet I'm very upset right now.
the bet was that Tate in the next podcast wouldn't remember who played the Ancient One in Doctor Strange. And Andrew said that if Tate could remember on the next podcast, he would do a shot. And Tate said if he forgot on the next podcast, he would do a shot. And so, Tate, do we know who played the Ancient One?
100% yes.
Who was it?
Tilda Swinton.
Boom. Ba-ba-boom. Andrew loses the bet.
I mean, come on, you threw me a softball.
Yeah, what were you thinking making that bet, dude?
You convinced me to do it. You're like, yeah, just make a bet on the podcast. It'll be fine. I was like, yeah, frick it. Why not?
You know why?
It'll be
Because it's
fine.
great content. That shit's awesome.
Pumping out content. Pick
Well-
your poison.
You want to pick my poison?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I mean, I lost the bet. I might as well take the full punishment.
Man, if only that wild turkey was full, but it ain't. So that's the only reason.
We got
Fuck the
Jack Fire.
Bourbon.
Yeah, Jack Fire though. I almost want to give him the vodka, but that's some tasty vodka.
Yeah, it is. It's not bad.
So you don't
I said
have
Jack
the
Fire.
good thing.
No, I'll do the old camp.
The old camp.
Yeah.
Old camp.
Peach pecan.
Is it pecan or
What does it say?
pecan?
Leech?
Peach pecan.
Leech peach.
Wait.
Whiskey?
Honestly,
It's upside down.
Oh.
So first of all,
Peach. Pecan. Whiskey.
do you say pecan or pecan?
pecan.
Okay. Do you say pecan or pecan?
I said pecan there, but I usually say pecan.
Okay, good. We're all on the same page.
Yeah.
I'm glad none of us are pecan people.
You ever have candied pecans?
No. Are they good?
Jason, make sure you super zoom on this on the edit and make sure people saw the shot here.
Of course.
It is in there. I will verify.
What are candied pecans?
Pecans.
Sounds like a southern thing. It sounds like something Sarah would like whip up.
I bet you she's had them.
Probably.
They're literally just pecans caramelized in like sugar and butter.
I feel like that's a great
Don't
Snack.
Don't
bag
they?
of potato chips.
Don't they do
type
that with
thing.
like pumpkin seeds? Kind of like the same
Not
thing.
really.
Yeah.
Pumpkin seeds like dried and salted.
Yeah, that's
or
what I mean.
roasted and salted.
Yeah.
Are phenomenal.
Yeah.
But
Don't they like
they hit
candy them with some
different.
kind
yeah,
of glaze? Though?
yeah, they could, but I've never
maybe
had
I'm
them.
maybe I'm bugging.
No, I've never had them glazed. But like candied pecans, forget it. I mean, some butter and some sugar.
Just
It
sit there munching.
It melts and they get all hard on the pecans. You let them dry and they just have a candy shell on them. Oh, Papa.
Oh, Papa.
Oh, Papa. Get t-shirts for this. It says, oh, Papa.
They're so good.
All right, let's
Get
put
another
this-
t-shirt.
let's put this
I used to
back.
bike
This
all the
is
time,
rough.
mother effer. Dude, we should start selling t-shirts. We got a lot of great quotes coming on here.
I want to make T-shirts in the future. That is for sure.
Let me tell you something.
down
I
the
want our
hat,
own merch.
down the hatch.
If we ever have our own merch, I'm wearing it every day.
Same.
All right.
Thumbs up, folks.
That you're a good sport.
All right. Good sport, Andrew. How's that White Claw? What flavor we got tonight?
Ruby grapefruit.
Really?
Yeah.
I think
Saving all the black cherries.
I was
for,
gonna say
another occasion.
black cherry's your favorite, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I keep them on the sidelines.
So the Emmy Awards. Let's jump right into this. Tate, I know you wanted to talk about this because your guy won Best Supporting Actor.
Yeah, I'm just happy to see Game of Thrones represented a little bit. They could have been represented way more, but they're represented throughout the Emmys. I'm just going to read off the winners of each category just real quick so people know. Winner for Outstanding Drama Series. This is the big one, Game of Thrones. Woo! Outstanding Comedy Series, Fleabag. Outstanding Lead Actor.
Can I stop
Yeah.
really quick? Because Fleabag appeared. They won a lot of. I think they won like 4 different categories.
Yeah, I think they won a couple.
What is Fleabag? I've never heard of it.
I've seen a trailer of it.
No clue.
It's a comedy series. I don't know.
I know it's a
think it's on
comedy.
HBO, but
no clue.
yeah, that's about the extent to which I know. I really know nothing.
All right.
Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series, Billy Porter from Pose. Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series, Jodie Comer from Killing Eve. Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series, Tony Shalhoub, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series is Alex Borstein, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Outstanding Writing for a Comedy Series, Fleabag, the first episode. Outstanding Directing for a Comedy Series, Fleabag,
See?
the first
The
episode.
fuck is Fleabag?
I don't know, but I might give it a watch.
Might have to now.
Outstanding Comedy Actor, Bill Hader from Barry. Outstanding
Barry's a funny show.
Yeah. Outstanding Comedy Actress, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Fleabag. Outstanding Competition Series, RuPaul's Drag Race. Okay. Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Limited Series, Patricia Arquette, The Act. Outstanding Directing for a Limited Series, Movie or Dramatic Special, Chernobyl. Well deserved. Outstanding
Big time.
Supporting Actor in a Limited Series, Ben Whishaw, A Very English Scandal. Outstanding Writing for a Limited Series, Movie or Dramatic Special, Chernobyl. Well deserved. Outstanding Lead Actor in a Limited Series, Gerald Jerome, When They See Us. Outstanding Television Movie, Bandersnatch, Black Mirror. I've never.
Snooch.
You've never seen it?
No, of course I've
Oh,
seen
yeah.
it. I was gonna say
I've seen it.
I've never heard of any of the other shows that were up for nominees, but
If you have not seen Bandersnatch, folks,
Check it out.
yeah, give it a watch.
I think it's
on
revolutionary,
Netflix. It's
low-key.
It's very different, and you'd enjoy every minute of it.
Outstanding Lead Actress in a Limited Series, Michelle Williams, Foss. Outstanding Limited Series, Chernobyl. Outstanding Writing for a Variety Series, Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. Outstanding Variety Sketch Series, Saturday Night Live. Outstanding Directing.
Overrated.
Yeah.
John Oliver, wait, that just popped in my head. He's
Yeah.
from Community. That
Yep.
dude is hilarious. He's the alcoholic teacher.
Yep. Outstanding Directing for a Variety Series, SNL, host Adam Sandler. Outstanding Variety Talk Series, Last Week Tonight with John Oliver.
Hey.
Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Drama Series, Peter Dinklage, Game of Thrones.
Here we go.
Outstanding Writing for
Finally.
a Drama Series, Succession. Outstanding, and the show was, or the episode was Nobody's Ever Missing. Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series, Julia Garner, Ozark. Don't get me started with that. Outstanding Directing for Drama Series, Ozark, Reparations. To list off all the winners.
That was a mouthful.
It was.
Why do you say don't get me started on that?
I think it's absolutely absurd.
I guess I just got him started.
Yeah.
You
Well,
really
Listen, here's the thing. When you talk about Game of
unleashed the
Thrones,
beast.
you talk about the most watched, most popular television series ever. Throughout the world. So, when you have...
Didn't Walking Dead give it a run for its money?
No.
Breaking Bad.
Pretty sure.
No. Not on the scale that Game of Thrones
Are
did.
you sure?
Yes.
You got facts.
No, I don't, but... Well, I know for a fact that Game of Thrones is the most popular television series.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that.
I
But...
don't know.
for-
I think Walking Dead was up there for a while.
Dude, seasons like 3, 4, and 5. Are you kidding
We're up
me?
there.
Are you kidding me?
Anyway,
In total,
Sorry.
Game of Thrones is
It's a great show.
No, well,
And
it's
a
the
very
most popular TV series in the world
Oh,
ever.
All right, let's move on.
It is. That's a
All right,
fact.
I'm already mad. Let's
Listen,
keep it going.
outstanding supporting actress in a drama series. Lena Headey was nominated. Cersei. Gwendolyn Christie was nominated. Brienne. Sophie Turner was nominated. Sansa. Maisie Williams was nominated for Arya.
Mm-hmm.
None of them won. That blows
Who
my
won
mind.
again? I'm
Julia
sorry.
Garner won from Ozark.
I have never
I
watched
have not
Ozark.
watched Ozark. My dad has. He said that you should watch.
I hear phenomenal things about Ozark, so no disrespect. This is just me kind of being fanboy, but it's the fact that Lena Headey didn't win anything throughout her Game of Thrones career
That's
is
Cersei?
is absolutely crazy to me.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
Was it season 6 when she did the walk?
5.
5? Well,
No, maybe I think it was 6.
Whenever it was, I think she should have won it then.
There's
Like,
this great quote from
That's when she peaked. In
Yeah,
Game of
she.
Thrones,
Yeah.
I think.
there's this
definitely.
great quote, and I might paraphrase because I might not say it word for word, and I also forget who said it, but but there's
This
this
great quote
I saw it on
from
Twitter.
an unknown man, and I don't know the words.
I saw it on
but-
Twitter, and it related to Game of Thrones, so I loved it. It was this guy said, Lena Headey can do more with a look than most people can do with a couple pages of dialogue. And I think
agree.
that's so
Yeah.
true.
It's pretty accurate.
So true. The emotion she put into her role is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
All
a
of them. All of them.
Yeah, just a phenomenal actress. Just a phenomenal cast.
That was for supporting actress, right?
So-
Yeah, they
Absolutely.
were all incredible. And in my personally, my opinion on this is, out of all the ones that are nominated, the top 2 for me are Arya and Sansa.
Yeah.
Like season 8 was their season. Arya murdered the night.
Yeah, I know.
Are you kidding
exactly.
me?
Spoilers.
And Sansa took over Winterfell.
Yeah.
Like, it was their season.
They're both great actresses.
It was the season of the Starks, finally.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
Let me ask you a question first. Do you think that, say, who played Cersei again? I'm not going to remember the name.
Lena Headey.
Was she, in your opinion, more deserving than the other 3 Game of Thrones actresses?
Yes.
She was the most.
Yeah.
In season 8.
I think I would say definitely in season.
Dude, she was
No.
in like 2 episodes.
Okay, yeah. So I would say probably not in
And
season 8.
Then the fucking ceiling fell on her head.
I would say probably not in season 8. In the whole show, without doubt. Absolutely.
So who
Yeah,
would-
before season 8, I'd say yes, she should have won an award prior, but season 8.
Who in season 8 would you say?
Sophie Turner.
Really?
Yup.
Really?
Yeah, and I like Maisie Williams way more than Sophie Turner,
Yeah.
just as an actress. But I like
Sophie Turner put on more emotion
in season 8. Yeah,
than
for
Maisie
sure.
Williams.
She did.
Maisie Williams was just the assassin. Like
Maisie
Arya
Williams was
just
great,
killed
though.
people. Yeah, she was great,
She's-
but like, she didn't draw real emotion until she had sex with Gendry, and even then she was like, I might die tomorrow, so I think I'm gonna do this.
And speaking of just the prime example of how, and first of all, the Emmys, I believe, from my knowledge, is the awards are given through the Academy. You say people when they make speeches, I'd like to thank the Academy and stuff, because that's who votes and gives the nominees the awards and stuff. I don't think it's public. So the Academy gives them the awards, and just to show how Game of Thrones season 8 was failing in comparison to the other seasons, it was still phenomenal TV. I dare you to try to find something better that was on TV during that time. It was still great to watch. But Game of Thrones, The Last of the Starks was nominated, The Long Night was nominated, and The Iron Throne was nominated for Outstanding Directing for a Drama Series. None of them won. None of them won. Ozark won. And a couple episodes...
I might have to give Ozark a look
I don't know.
here.
I'm real skeptical about it, dude.
Another episode, The Iron Throne was also... That's the
I
last
truly
episode.
don't know what it's about.
Same.
The last episode was also nominated for Outstanding Writing for a Drama Series, and it didn't win. Succession won over that. So, I mean, on
Succession, I heard, is a great show.
in
Do you know
compare,
what it's about, Succession?
I don't.
I don't either.
So
Enlighten us.
really quickly, Succession is about this. I don't know the full details, but remembering what my father's told me because he watches with my stepmother, is it's this older gentleman. He has a bunch of kids, and I believe he's got like this booming business. It might be a news company, something like that. Like he owns like say like Fox News would be something like that. I don't know what it is exactly that he owns, but he's on his way out the door. Like, he's dying, and he's got like 3 or 4 kids, and none of them know who's gonna get the business. They all want the business, so it's about going above the father and taking over the business. Succession. And
gotcha.
so it's like a family feud type of thing, and trying to get the power of the business and running the show. So
so they're all like fighting with each other.
Yeah,
kinda?
essentially, and it's not like
That's
crazy
cool
fight
concept.
scenes or anything. It's business. It's like
Yeah.
a business savvy show. So I think it's something really cool, and
I'd check it out.
definitely would give it a look.
That's
I'd
on
like that.
Netflix,
There's a lot of
HBO.
A lot of good TV shows out that I'd love to watch, and just can't stop watching anime. So can't commit. Tay, what were you saying though? Sorry.
No, it's okay. And just outstanding supporting actress. I mean, Amelia Clarke was also nominated for an award that she did not win, but someone who did win, and I think it's absolutely well deserved throughout the entire show, and especially though throughout season 8, is Peter Dinklage.
Big time.
He's won more than one of those.
Yeah, and you know who also was nominated though in this category for outstanding supporting actor is Alfie
Davos.
Allen and Nikolaj Coster-Waldau.
You got to tell me who these people are.
Alfie Allen is Reek,
Okay.
Theon,
Yeah.
and Nikolaj Coster-Waldau is Jamie.
Okay.
Lannister.
So they were nominated with Peter Dinklage and
So there's only 3 total.
out of Game of Thrones.
Okay.
And Peter Dinklage won out of all the other nominees, and god damn it, is it?
It was well deserved.
Yeah, well
right?
deserved. I mean, you could argue that Tyrion's like the main character of Game of Thrones.
He was
in every
my
episode.
favorite character without a doubt.
I still
like
think,
not
like,
even close.
He probably should have been the one to sit on the throne out of all the remaining people at the end of the show.
Came close. He's the hand.
Yeah, but he should have just been it.
I think so too.
Frick Bran, dude.
Yeah, man. I mean,
What a dumb decision to make Bran the
Don't get
king
me
at the
started.
end.
Just-
I could go on and on and on about this, but we're talking about the Emmys.
When it happened, I was just very bothered by the whole thing.
Same, dude. They took
Months
the most
later, I got
boring
triggered.
character
Yep.
and made him the king.
Yep.
Why would you do that?
I know why they
Dan
did
and
it.
Dave.
I don't agree. I don't like how they did it, but I can see why they did it and where they were going. But the way they got there was not great to me.
Or even
that was the big
I would have
issue.
preferred even to see Sam on the throne over somehow. I know it. You know.
Now, if Sam was on the throne, I would consider Game of Thrones the worst TV show ever.
Listen, it'd be
If
like
it ended with Sam Tarly,
it
on
would
the
be like
throne,
the reason I say that is because it would be kind of like the underdog kind of winning the day at the end.
I bet you didn't.
I'm
I
just
bet-
saying. Look, I'm not saying that I would have preferred him. I'm saying
know
I
you're
would have
not saying
preferred.
that.
I would have preferred him over Bran,
I'm not.
in my opinion.
I'm not defending the decision completely. Like I said, I could see where they're going with it, but I bet you were surprised
What
that it was Bran.
big time.
And I mean, maybe that's what they were going for. And like I
it
said,
was like
the way
angry
they got
surprise.
the way they got there was not written well. But I understood why they did it and where they were going. A lot of people like it.
What season do you think was Peter Dinklage's best?
4.
2,
Why is that?
2 and 3, because he is blossoming into the game. Absolutely blossoming into playing the game, how he plays it, and how he plays it right. And just the
And
political...
he knows how to talk.
knows how to talk, and he's cocky about it because he knows he's doing good. And he is moving pieces left and right. He's showing, I forget the season, but it might have been 3 when, I think it was 3, I think it was 2 actually, when, it was 2, because it was before Blackwater, when he weeded out who the rat was,
Yeah. I remember that.
and it was Pycelle.
It was great.
And he talked to everybody and told them a different story. He was a genius.
Yeah, he was.
Genius in seasons 2 and 3.
He
And
kind
I
of
think
lost it a little bit.
towards the end,
a little bit, yeah.
Well, he had a tough journey,
He did big time.
but I think that is peak Tyrion,
Peak
in
acting.
Game of Thrones, peak acting. Yeah, and
On his trial,
his trial.
when he
That's one of my favorite
sat-
episodes.
when he sat there, season 4, episode 6,
And just gave his dad the middle finger.
Yep.
Just
That's
stuck
why I
it.
said season 4, strictly because of the trial. I knew it
Yeah.
was in season 4. Didn't know what episode though.
Andrew, did you read any of the books by any chance?
I've read like a third of the first book.
And you read almost the whole first
I got
book?
like a couple chapters left in the first book.
Here's a question that just popped into my head. I haven't read the first book,
The
but
extent of the detail in these books is on the right.
By the way, this is why I'm drinking the wine, the Imp's Delight, in order Peter Dinklage and Tyrion. Well deserved.
I love it.
Hey.
I
In
love
my
it.
Game of Thrones glass.
Absolutely.
Anyway, sorry.
No, I was just curious. Peter Dinklage and his portrayal of Tyrion, was it similar to the Tyrion in the book at all? Or how accurately did he portray the Tyrion from the book?
I think
That's my
for
question.
season 1 standpoint, it seems pretty spot on.
Really?
Just reading it and then thinking back to the episodes, I'm like, yeah, this is literally how it goes. In
So he
most of
pretty
the
much nailed
episodes.
it?
Yeah.
I gotta
think
read the
so.
book.
Well, the thing is, in the books,
You gotta commit to the book.
Yeah, I
You
know.
can't
They're
read
long
the book.
books,
You gotta
man.
commit
Big
to the
time.
book.
in the books, though, Tyrion is very ugly.
Yeah.
Peter Dinklage is a good-looking guy, and in the books, he like his nose is all snubbed. One is like blue, the other
Yeah.
one is like a different color, green
Green.
or something like
Yeah, his
that.
eyes, right?
Yeah, and he's real fucked up looking. And in
He's
the
a
show,
dwarf. He looks
Yeah.
like a dwarf.
and in the show, he's a good-looking guy, but attitude-wise and like wit-wise, it's a good casting. It's a good casting. I think he did it really well.
So well deserving of this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you watch his acceptance speech at all?
No,
No.
I did not.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, I do too. I want to see it.
See what he said. Be interesting. I don't know. I think that he definitely deserved it. Jamie, in my opinion, was up there too.
Jaime's my favorite character.
Okay.
Jaime's my favorite Game of Thrones
I
character.
had a Tyrion.
Yeah, only because I like his transformation and arc better, and it bops. It's like razor thin.
What about the acting?
Jaime Lannister is your number 1 favorite character.
It's been in my phone for a while.
Yeah, let me see it. Pull it up right here.
In your phone?
Tate and I made a list of top 10 like favorite characters and our honorable mentions and our super honorable mention characters. We have it written down.
Oh, I lied. I totally lied.
I knew it
He's
wasn't
my number
Jaime.
2.
I knew it wasn't Jaime Lannister. That's why I called him out.
He's
Arya's your number 1.
Yeah, you're right. He's my number 2. I thought it was Jaime and then Arya, but it's Arya and then Jaime.
And is that true still?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking liar over here.
I didn't know. I forgot. Listen.
Andrew just called his shit.
Yeah, I was not having that. I knew that was not accurate.
But yeah, man. I have this whole list with honorable mentions and the super honorable mentions for just me personally. But
I have it too because we were just doing this one night.
all right, so he's my number 2, but he's still ahead of Peter Dinklage in my opinion, just because I like his arc and I like where he went and I like his journey, and it was amazing.
And-
Everything Jamie did was fascinating to me.
And what about the acting
Nikolaj Coster-Waldau was so good.
compared to Dinklage? You know what I'm saying? How did the two compare?
I
in your
think
opinion.
they gave each other a run for their money. I think Tyrion's plot probably showcased his acting skills a little more, if that makes sense. But Coster-Waldau is still a hell of an actor, and
I
he
think
did
he
so
is.
well in Game of Thrones, and everything he did was just Jaime Lannister.
Mhm.
Like when you see Jaime in like season 1, episode 1, compared to like season 7 and season 8, just polar opposite. It's crazy.
And then he ruined it in the last few episodes.
Yeah, that's the writing.
I think that was bullshit too, to be honest.
I don't think George R. R. Martin's gonna do that.
I think the scenes of having them both together were just phenomenal.
The chemistry.
Yeah, even
Who,
when
Cersei and Jamie?
when Tyrion and Jaime were on
Oh,
the screen
yeah, yeah.
together.
Big time.
Even when Cersei was in the picture
Dude,
as well.
Speak-
But like whenever Tyrion and Jaime are on the same screen
Mhm.
talking to one another, you could just feel like their brotherly bond with one another, and that sounds
Yeah.
great.
that scene where Tyrion was freeing Jamie, dude,
In season 8.
it brings me to tears. Like it's such a good scene.
It's powerful. He says, "You were all I had."
Yep.
Because everyone treated him like
Such a good
shit throughout his whole life, except Jamie.
Yeah, that's a great point, Andrew. They were together. They kind of had this dynamic that
It was special.
really worked in the
But
show.
like, you'd almost think they were actually
Yeah.
brothers, and like Jaime actually cared for Tyrion
Yep.
in the ways that Tyrion described to Jaime. It was a beautiful
Right,
thing.
you almost get the sense that
It makes me want to
it's not the it's not just the characters that care for each other. It's like the actors behind the
Right.
characters that care for each other.
That's what makes it so great.
And that's the mark of a good actor. You know what
Mhm.
I mean?
But
get along.
Yeah.
With the rest of your cast. Yeah.
just to kind of bring this back, I mean, Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series, Kit Harington was nominated, and Outstanding Lead Actress, Amelia Clark, was nominated. Neither of them won. But
Not deserving, in my opinion.
not for season 8, but to really wrap it up, Outstanding Drama Series, Game of Thrones. What a freaking cherry on top for going out in season 8, winning Outstanding Drama Series at the Emmys.
Even after
2019.
so many people did not.
This
like
was their
the
4th
ending.
win, right?
Something like that, I think,
believe so.
yeah. But it's just, so well deserved. The greatest TV show, my second favorite TV show of all time, behind The Office.
Ah.
Got him.
But it's just so great to see. I love this show. I love all the actresses. Everyone, I'm such a
And
fanboy.
actors.
And actors. Such a nerd for it. My Game of Thrones lore knowledge is stupid. Like, it's useless knowledge, but it's fun, and I just love this show so much, and I'm so happy to see that they took home an Emmy. So well deserved.
Well, I can't wait for the spin-offs. Plural, right? There's more than
More than
Supposed to be.
more than one in the works. I think the one that's set to air earliest from now is supposedly called Blood Moon.
Is that the Targaryen one? Oh.
Blood Moon is set 1,000 years before the
Oh,
events
right,
of Game
right.
of Thrones, so it's gonna have a shit ton of giants,
The Children
and
of the Forest.
Children of the Forest, and the White Walkers and stuff.
I got a question for you guys. After hearing all the winners from tonight, which show are you most inclined to watch?
Probably Ozark or Fleabag.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious about Fleabag. It won like 4 awards, including Best Comedy. I have in my notes here. It's got to be doing something right.
Yeah.
So I'll check it out for the hell of it.
You know who watched? And this is just kind of random, but Marvelous Mrs. Maisel won a couple awards too.
What is that?
You know who watched that show?
Who?
Mom and Dad.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they did.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know what it's about? Nope. Okay.
And nope.
Do you know what it's about?
Nah. I've never even heard of it until right now.
I kind of don't like the title, to be honest. Kind of throws me off.
Yeah,
a
I
little.
think it's a superhero thing. Like,
I think this is like something Marvel related.
Right,
Captain
right.
Marvel.
Chernobyl, though.
that is my number one. Like,
It's a good show.
I'm going to watch it. You watched it?
I watched like the first 2 episodes.
I'm going to watch it. I'm very curious after hearing about all the awards they won and everything. But like,
Some
I've been
of
curious
it's-
from the get go. Like when it first came out, people were raving about it, and like I didn't hop on that gravy train. But now I'm eager.
Some of it's fascinating. Like, do you remember the first episode?
It's a documentary series, right?
But it's almost like a movie. It's like,
It's
Say
cinema.
less.
yeah, it's like cinematic.
Say less.
But it's not
watching
gonna
it.
it's not gonna be a spoiler, really. It's just about like a little injury.
Are you asking him
someone got.
permission if you could say it?
Yeah. It's a 2-second
I don't
thing
know.
in the
Hey.
first episode.
Hey, I don't know.
I'm gonna say it anyways. It's not gonna spoil anything.
All right,
for you.
go ahead.
When the guy,
In the first episode, how bad could it really be?
when he picks something up and it burns his hand,
Yeah.
that's what pulled me in.
Yeah, it's
I was like, oh my god. I was like,
But you haven't watched it either.
yeah, I did. I watched the first 3 episodes.
This is news to me.
You did? Yeah, no, I did.
it's a gruesome show. Some parts are just like,
Yeah.
and then you think like this shit happened.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
Yeah.
based on the real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's crazy about it. I'm definitely gonna get into
You know,
it.
I
Do we know
watched-
how many episodes?
I think 8.
It's a miniseries, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I watched like the first 1 or 2 episodes, and then I stopped, not because it was boring, but just because I
Time.
stopped time
Yeah, other,
kind of thing.
other shit popped
I
up.
definitely
hear ya.
intend to finish it up. Did you finish it? How many episodes? 3 episodes?
So I
what,
gotta
what
get
are they? 40 a pop? 40
Something like
minutes.
that, yeah.
I think they're a little bit longer than that, aren't
40
they?
to an hour.
Yeah. But it's
Beautiful.
good. Again, it's like it's I wouldn't even call it like a documentary like at all. It's
Very-
it's like
Very bingy.
yeah, it's like a drama TV series.
Yeah, you
know what I
really
mean?
like it. It's almost like horror a little
A
bit.
little bit, yeah.
In the sense where you're like, oh my god. Like, this shit is like, this is some
I
crazy
haven't
stuff.
seen any footage from the show other than like probably the first trailer that ever came out about it.
Hey,
Go ahead.
speaking of horror, just a little side note. I watched another episode of Marianne today. Dude, that fucking show blows.
Oh no!
Like, dude, it just sucks.
I
I don't know.
the damn French.
Dude, I honestly, God, I don't I think that's the problem. Like, I think they
The
just
French?
no, not the French, like specifically the people.
Damn
I just think
France.
I think that they have a different way of making horror movies that I'm not used to, and apparently I don't like very much.
Jason was watching an episode today, and I was I was heating up a burrito, and he's watching it. I'm like, "How is it?" He goes, "This is one of the worst shows I've ever watched. I'm gonna shut it off."
Oh my god.
Dude, it really is. It's, you know what it is? It's not even.
It's so terrible.
Some parts are disturbing. Like, here's a spoiler. And Ted, I don't think I told you this yet, but there was this one part in the episode I was watching today where the main creepy old lady, she was in a scene, and she was just like standing in a dark hallway, and she was just smiling, and she just had like this big butcher's knife, and she was just like sawing her arm, and like blood was dripping down, but she wasn't screaming or anything. She was just smiling and sawing her arm.
Red flag.
Like-
I would not.
Like, all right, but that kind of shit is scary, but like the rest of the show to me doesn't make any fucking sense. It's the cinematography is all kinds of fucked up. It's just a weird show.
So we calling it a failure.
Yeah, I'm stopping after
Yeah.
episode 2. Look, I gave it
Fair
another
enough.
chance.
Yeah, you did. You told me after episode 1 you didn't know if you're gonna continue. So
I gave it another chance, and it failed. So that's that.
you hate to
That's
see
really
it.
That's my brief review of Marianne.
But
Incomplete.
you know what is gonna be good?
What's that?
El Camino.
Big time.
Oh, so we're all on the same page here then.
All on the same page.
El
we think,
Camino.
we think El Camino's gonna be an insane movie.
New trailer dropped. Was it yesterday?
Dude, they've been dropping a lot of footage lately for
No
this.
shit, really?
Like the last week since we talked about it in the last podcast, literally Sunday, let's say Wednesday. So Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, they all dropped. Like Aaron Paul dropped a different teaser. Netflix
What?
dropped a whole different trailer.
I saw the trailer.
Yeah, and like
That's about it.
So there's the trailer of him sitting in the car listening to the radio about the news report of what happened at the scene of the crime. There's that, and then there's just the trailer of the movie where you hear that voice at the end of it.
Yeah. Aren't those in this?
Two different things.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I saw the first one of him listening to the police.
You should check it out. That's what originally gave me the chills, and then I saw the Netflix trailer, and
Yeah.
I was like, I'm melting away here.
Well, let's
This
talk
is-
about the
this-
Netflix trailer. What were you guys' first reactions to that?
I'm gonna cry.
Just speechless.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry.
I'm hyped. I'm so excited. It's gonna be just great to see Pinkman.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so nice to see.
I missed him.
So after a little more footage, do we think Walter's back?
No.
Well, it's so they released.
No.
Jason says no too.
They released 4 people who are confirmed to be in the cast. Pinkman, Skinny Pete,
Yep.
Skinny Pete's friend, I forget his name,
Yeah.
curly-haired guy.
Yeah, the blonde-haired dude. I forgot his name too.
He's
It's
got
like
kind of
Mole
a
Rat
funny
or something.
voice,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I forget his name. Yeah.
Mole rat?
It's not Mole Rat, but it's some shit.
And Mike.
Really?
Jonathan Banks is confirmed to be in this movie.
He died.
Mike
Yeah,
is in this movie.
he died though.
Mike died?
Mike the old man, right?
Yeah. Ben Wyatt's dad in Parks and Rec?
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, he died.
Well, he's in this movie. I'm
Well,
not making it
Gotta
up.
be a flashback.
It's gotta be.
Dude, he killed him.
All
Remember?
right, well, I'm just fucking reading you the facts. Well, I'm reading you the facts.
I'm telling you, he's dead.
All right, well, you're coming at me like it's my fault.
Well,
I'm
that-
reading the facts. I go on Google Cast. Jonathan Banks pops up. What are you? Aaron Paul's right here too. Is he dead? No.
Scaring Louis a little bit.
Yeah, he's bugging. I'm scaring myself. I'm getting all heated.
No, that's interesting because
God damn, man.
Well, you're coming at me.
so
Coming at my shit, man.
God.
it takes swig another sip of wine.
This is why he's aggressive tonight.
The imp's delight.
Well, that's interesting because we know that Bryan Cranston is involved in the show somehow, and he's supposedly dead. And then who played Mike? What's his name?
Jonathan Banks.
And now he's
Also in the Community.
I don't know. I'm convinced
Later seasons.
Oh.
it's going to be in the form of flashbacks.
It probably will. But all I'm saying, though, is that it's confirmed he is back in this movie. They also released the runtime.
Oh.
2 hours and 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's a good movie.
That's a
time.
good movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was Ad Astra?
2 hours and 3 minutes, I think.
We'll get to that soon.
Ah, yeah.
God damn it. Brad Pitt.
I don't know, but I watched that trailer and I just got goosebumps.
You know what got me excited about, like, after I watched the trailer? Was that I was watching it and I was noticing how Pinkman was kind of being a little sneak and setting some, like, sophisticated traps like Walt used to do.
Yeah.
And I was like, Youngblood learned.
Big time.
I was like, he was under Walt's wing. He is on the run.
He knows he has to survive now. Like, he knows there's no... Like, people know who he is. People know he makes the meth. He confessed to the DEA. They're after him. They want him.
There were flyers up and everything.
Honestly, I don't know how you can imprison a man that was already imprisoned at a white supremacist camp. But I mean, I think the DEA is after him to put him in the behind the bars.
You guys like the beard?
I dig it.
Are you kidding me?
Before he shaves it to, be Pinkman again.
He's a scruffy motherfucker, but
He's all dirty and grimy
he's
and
nasty.
beat.
Yeah,
Like-
he's got scars on his face
Yeah,
now.
dude.
Like, that dude was abused.
But
he was
Tate-
tortured. It sucks.
I get what you mean totally about him kind of learning from Walter White and kind of setting the traps.
Yeah.
Like that scene towards the end of the trailer where he like lights the propane tank or something like
or
that.
oxygen or something like
tank.
that, yeah.
Shit's gonna go down.
Yep.
Big time.
You think he gets out of it? Pinkman does his Pinkman thing?
I
Runs to Canada or something?
Dude, this is my true hope for it, and like this is because I'm a fanboy and I love Breaking Bad.
Give your prediction too. I'm curious.
I predict that he is going to get out of it all. I think he's truly going to escape. I think they're not going to be in New Mexico anymore, which is where the show is based. I'm pretty sure. He's going to a completely different state. Like he's out ya.
Really?
And yeah, he's on the run. What is he going to stay there? He can't stay in the same state he was selling the blue freaking crystal
that's
meth
true.
to.
True.
I mean, maybe he could, but I wouldn't agree with it if I was on the run like that. So I think, I think and I pray and I hope he gets away and a spin-off Pinkman series arises from it all.
I don't know.
It'd be a beautiful thing to see.
Look, I'd watch it. Part of me, there's a point where it's a little overkill, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say the thing is that you got to be really careful with, and I'm not advocating for or against really because I don't really even know my opinion on it yet. If there was like a spinoff, but you got to be just super careful you don't exhaust one of the greatest and perfectest TV shows of all time. You know what I mean?
I agree.
But
I don't think it'd tamper Breaking Bad though, because they have Better Call Saul,
That's
and it did really well in some aspects, but. Even if it did fall in other areas, I haven't watched all of it. I've only watched the first season of it.
Yeah.
Like, even if that isn't as good, like, you don't see them being like, oh, Better Call Saul actually ruined Breaking Bad. Like, you don't see that anymore.
Right.
Do you want me to read the description of what this movie says?
Yeah, go for it.
Please do.
Read the synopsis.
It says,
Synopsises.
under El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie. The Netflix event El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie, reunites fans with Jesse Pinkman, Emmy Award winner Aaron Paul.
Hell yeah.
In the wake of his dramatic escape from captivity, Jesse must come to terms with his past in order to forge some kind of future. This gripping thriller is written and directed by Vince Gilligan, the creator of Breaking Bad.
Come to grips with his past. I seriously...
To forge some kind of future.
It's got to be flashbacks with Walt and
I'm sure.
and Mike.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
Just hearing
Which I'm not
that.
complaining about. It's still going to be pretty cool.
I just really hope it's shit we haven't seen before though.
Same.
I don't mind seeing parts of the old show, Breaking Bad, flashback to great scenes, whatever. I'm totally cool with that, but I want to see a little more, a little different stuff.
Yeah.
What day of the week is October 11th? That's a Friday. Are you guys going to stay up till midnight
You know it.
on Friday?
You mean
if
on,
I have to work at 5
you mean on Thursday? When is it
Oh,
released?
yeah, I
it'd
guess.
be
Thursday at
Yeah.
midnight?
Thursday at midnight?
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I'm watching the thing till 2 in the morning.
I'll do it.
I don't give a damn.
I don't have work
Netflix
on
might
Fridays.
crash.
That's what people are saying. Netflix is going to
Really?
get heated.
I think Netflix has the potential to just die.
Dude, I googled it. There's like one theater. I think it's in like Ohio or somewhere. They're showing this movie in a theater.
I'm looking at it right now. Amherst Cinema.
Where is it? I'm probably off on the state.
Amherst Cinema
It's
is
not in New
in
Mexico. It's bullshit.
I think it's Idaho.
It's in Massachusetts.
Oh, I was wrong.
No way!
Shit.
We should take a hike.
A little road trip. What do you think, boys?
It's playing.
A little embarrassed.
I have a
didn't know
connect
that.
in Boston we could stay with.
It's playing Friday, October 11th at 7 p.m. and 9:45 p.m. And then it's playing the 12th and the 13th at the same time.
Bet your tickets are already sold out.
Probably.
I'll watch it at home.
Yeah,
I
same.
want to have a bowl of popcorn. I want to have
Maybe
a
a brew.
6-pack.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be so cool.
cannot
At the
wait.
end of the trailer,
Just
I'm
can't
interested to know what you guys think about this. When somebody says in a very deep voice, "Are you ready?" And then he goes, "Yeah." Who the fuck said, "Are you ready?" And what was he saying it for?
It wasn't Mike, now knowing that he's in this movie. It wasn't Mike, right?
You would know Mike's
Yeah,
voice.
right.
Yeah.
But
It wasn't Walt.
No.
Unless he just did something fucking wacky
Dude,
with his
could you
voice.
could you imagine if at the end of this trailer, like it's all dark and Walt like just comes out of the shadows
Just
and is like,
walks
"Are
up.
you ready?"
Walks
Could you, dude? I'd fucking lose my shit if that happened.
I'd probably punch.
I'd go through the wall.
They have at work. We work with dogs. This all comes back, I promise. But when there's a really cute dog,
Tate and I work with dogs.
when there's a really cute dog, some of the girls at work are like, "It's so cute, I want to punch it in the face." It would be similar to like if Walt came out and was like, "Are you ready?" I'd punch my computer screen just out of excitement.
Just
I'd be like,
shatter
"Ah!"
it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to watch the movie. You'd be like, yes!
Yeah, I'd just punch
Screw
it.
it. I'll watch it at Andrew's house.
But I don't know, man. My theory is that I think it's someone new. I think it's probably someone he's working with
Maybe
to
so.
get away from the DEA or
Yeah.
the cops or whatever. But
Saul?
no, you would know Saul's voice too. He's got a goofy voice.
Yeah,
He really does.
Yeah.
Be like,
Yeah.
"You ready?" He wouldn't be that
This
serious.
fucking guy with the impression.
Yeah, see, I'm the impressionist, I guess. That's what I become.
So, all right. So, Andrew, we got your prediction for the end. Tate, how do you predict it ends for Jesse Pinkman? And I have a prediction too. I'll share in a minute.
Ideally, or like,
No, just
What you
just
want.
not even what you want. How do you think it's going to end for Jesse Pinkman?
unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna die. Well, okay, that
Whoa.
I got my order of words mixed up.
Are you kidding me?
I don't think he's gonna die. Unfortunately, though, I still think he's gonna have a fucked up mental battle with things. I think it's gonna be one of those things where you have the satisfaction of him not dying, but you have the dissatisfaction of him having to deal with maybe some other screwed up shit he did to get away.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe he goes to a different country or maybe he goes to a foreign place or something, but he still has to live with himself and how he got there and the things he
Interesting.
did.
I definitely think we're going to see him kill a good number
Yeah.
of people in this movie.
Exactly.
Yeah, he is.
So,
I'm almost wondering if, and I could be way off base on this. What if the premise of the movie was about the Jesse hitting rock bottom unlike we've seen before, and it's just the movie is about the complete breakdown of Jesse Pinkman after all the shit that he's been through. Then at the end of the movie, he just says, "You know what? Fuck all this. I'm turning myself in." And then he turns himself in, and he's just kind of at peace with himself.
but in the trailer, he looks a little more savvy than that.
He
Don't
does.
You think?
That could be like in the beginning of the movie.
Could be.
It could be a breakdown. You know what I mean?
Happens. If he
I wouldn't
turns
be
himself in, I would be heated.
I wouldn't be that mad.
That's a bittersweet ending. That's
Yeah.
like he's happy now. He's doing his time for what he did. He's come to face his reality,
right.
and
Well,
he doesn't have to live a fake life anymore.
Well, it's gonna be. I can almost. I could say probably with like 97% certainty that the ending is going to be bittersweet.
That'd be more
it's not-
bittersweet than the Game of Thrones ending. What?
Shots fired.
Sucked.
But the ending to this movie, mark my words, it's not going to be entirely happy.
No, I don't think so.
You
at
know,
all.
flowers and unicorns. It's gonna be bittersweet, and I think we're gonna walk away from it not really knowing
I
how to
have
feel.
no idea what is coming our way. And
I would
that's
enjoy
what
seeing
makes this and the anticipation of this movie and this movie in general, even if it blows, just the thought of it coming out and the fact that it's so close to us right now makes it amazing to me.
You know what I think was
Gets the heart pumping,
The adrenaline going.
the blood flowing. I'm like, oh, here we go again,
fuck
baby.
yeah.
He's coming.
that,
Pinkman's coming, bitch.
that Italian blood.
No,
I can't wait.
Falcone.
Falcon. People are gonna be like, "What?"
Yeah, you know, we're just not back on our
Falcone.
bullshit.
You know what I was thinking when I watched the trailer though is, I think the reason this movie is going to do so well is because people are just so hyped to be able to root for Jesse Pinkman again.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
That's me.
People are just like fanboying and fangirling over Jesse Pinkman.
No, well said. And well, the show, I mean, it could be argued that not that it could be argued. It kind of was about Walt. Stop saying something because I'm still talking. The fact that it was still about Walt, it was about Pinkman too. And you were rooting for Pinkman too. And I mean, to see him back and just to see I almost said Game of Thrones character.
I'm going to punch you in the nose right now.
To see a Breaking Bad character come back and stuff. Nonetheless, Jesse Pinkman, some guy who is good evil.
Yeah.
It's that kind of character. To be able to like see him and be like...
An anti-hero.
Yeah, he's an anti-hero.
Yeah.
And just, I mean, root for him. Go, Jesse. Like, come on.
I know.
Dude, the whole reason this movie is happening is because people want to know where the fuck he went after he got in that El Camino car.
Are we sure?
Yes. It is definitely confirmed in the trailer. I'm pretty sure they said El Camino.
I don't
was
know
the car.
about that.
What?
Dude, I still don't know.
I am almost positive. I bet another shot on it. I'll bet 2 on both of you.
I'm not taking
I'm
that bet.
not betting.
Come on, you pussies! I did it last week. What's going on, folks? You see this? I got the 2 hands out.
I'm not taking a stupid bet.
Oh my god, you guys are soft.
Well, all right.
He's pissed off.
I am very mad at you both right now. I just did a shot.
You just want us to... Do you want me to do it right now? Do you want me to look?
No, I don't want you to look. I want to watch the movie and get confirmation that it's an El Camino car and for you both to lose and then take a shot.
Well, how do you know it? How are you so...
I don't know, so that's why I'm betting 2 shots for me and 1 for each of yous.
You said, I'm so sure.
Yeah.
So how?
I just feel good about it. You get the gut feeling, you ever want to make a bet on something? And then...
I'm not a car guy, so I've never even heard of an El Camino.
The movie is called El Camino. It's a Chevy car. It exists.
Well, now I'm not taking the bet, because you seem pretty damn sure.
Dude. All right, whatever.
You just sold yourself out.
See, what you should have done is sounded unsure about it, and then
I just want to,
and then made us
get
do
the content out here. You guys are being softies. Soft served ice cream over here.
He's looking it up. This has been going on, first of all, for those of you who don't know, this has been going on for about 3 episodes now.
Yeah, it is an El Camino.
All right!
He's driving an El Camino.
I
Good
wish
thing I didn't
fucking made
bet.
the bet, because you guys are soft,
Well,
but
good thing I didn't bet.
Same.
That's like betting on a horse you know's gonna lose. Why would you do that?
I know.
Why would you do that?
I fucking love Sebastian Maniscalco.
He's great.
All right, let's bring it back here a little bit.
Ad Astra. Let's move on.
Fuck that movie, man. Nah, just kidding.
So, first of all, El Camino, October 11th. Super excited for it.
Let's give our
Give
our ratings.
Didn't we already do this for El Camino?
No, it was for El Camino.
No, what?
Wait,
He goes-
are we talking about Ad Astra?
Hold on. He goes, let's give our ratings for El Camino. He goes, wait, didn't we already do this? You go, no, that's for El Camino. We did that for Ad Astra.
Yeah. No,
Wait.
We did it for El Camino.
Rotten Tomatoes, though.
Yes,
Not our
yes.
personal ones. Okay,
Yes.
let's do our personal ratings
For
El
what?
Camino.
For El Camino.
We did this.
1 through 10.
No, we
not,
did
not our
Rotten
personal
Tomatoes.
ones. We did Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, okay,
That's true.
okay. I
That's
see
true.
where we're going with
I
this
think a
one
shot was on the line for
It was.
Rotten Tomatoes as
Yeah.
well. Okay. Need I remind people what they said?
I said a 93.
I said a 92.
This is critic score.
Yeah.
I think I said an 80.
Dude, you
were
said
in
like
the
an
80s.
84.
Yeah, I did. I think it was an 84.
It's going to be higher than that.
I said an 86.
Oh, man.
So, all right, 1 through 10. What do you think?
1 through 10?
El Camino, this is what we're talking about right now. I gotta make sure I'm on the right page here. I just got very flustered with you guys not making that bet there.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think a 9.
Really?
Yeah, I have just because I have really high hopes for it. I know you're not going to be too far off. I don't think you are either. I think we're all in the same ballpark.
I said about a 9.
Yeah,
I'll match you.
Not like
you could do points.
what I think it's gonna like what I think it's gonna be, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, 9.5.
Yeah.
9.5.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a phenomenal movie. Even if like the critics hate it, I think I'm gonna love it no matter what. Because Pinkman was my favorite character in Breaking Bad. Period.
That he is a Pinkman poster.
What's it say on it? It's Pinkman is holding a gun,
Yeah.
and the barrel of the gun's like looking right at you, and it said, "All good times must come to an end."
Ooh.
So,
Or do they?
And we'll leave it at that. Monday night.
I'm getting mad at just the next topic we have to talk about.
Monday night, we went to
boy.
see the movie. I think this was the first movie the three of us have been to together.
Correct.
yes,
We saw Ad Astra.
Ad
It
Astra.
was a good time, if I might say so myself.
It was fun.
I
First of all,
enjoyed the movie.
we went at like a 9:40 movie on a Monday night.
I enjoyed hanging.
There was no one in the movie theater at all. It was just us.
Crickets.
And so
I was in the theater. I was in my seat. I was talking like this. Like, I mean, there was no one in the theater.
Full volume.
It was phenomenal.
It was great.
phenomenal.
I love when the movie theater's like that. I don't give a shit if nobody's there. I walked in there, I was like, this place is closed. I don't think we're going to be able to get a movie ticket.
yeah.
I'll never be able to do that again.
There was one person working.
He was a pissed off guy, too.
You know what I didn't love? The movie.
You know, I didn't love the popcorn. It was a little, like, not to my standards.
Oh,
I think.
they made that shit like 3 hours ago.
Yeah, it was a bit old.
Yeah.
I was tight about it.
That's why I gotta add the butter, though.
it
Oh, yeah.
softens it up a little
Man,
bit.
my fingers were greasy out.
That's why I grabbed
I
like
was licking-
1,600 napkins.
Yeah.
So what did you guys think of this? I'll let you go first before I get into this.
So you
'cause-
want to go first?
Do I want to go first?
Sure.
I'll pop off if you want. Yeah, I'll go first.
Just go for
First
it.
of
Pop
all,
off.
my rating, ironically though, I still didn't like the movie, but ironically, my rating for it moved up a little bit from what I thought it was. I think I guessed 6.3 for my starting guess. I bumped it up to like a 6.7
All right.
because at times my rationale was it kept me guessing.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that in a movie. It's
Yeah.
nice. Like,
You
it
don't
was
know what's
outer
coming.
space. You really don't know what's coming. And speaking of which, there's a part in that movie that ain't nobody saw coming, which we'll talk about.
Reminder, this is a spoiler review, folks. So if you don't want to see this, skip towards the end of the video.
But space movies are never really my jam, unless it's like a superhero outer space movie like we're going to see in Phase 4 kind of stuff. But I bumped it up. It kept me guessing at points and stuff. I still didn't love it. It wasn't a perfect movie, but it wasn't a god-awful movie, in my opinion. So I guess those are my thoughts, but I don't know. What do you want me to dive into the details of it before you guys go?
What do you think of the acting? We'll start with that.
I thought that...
Yeah, we'll go like topic
Yeah.
by topic.
Yeah.
I thought Brad Pitt...
Don't say it.
I'm not going to say it, but I'm going to say... Because I agree. I'm going to say something along the lines. I think he was not as Brad Pitt as he could have been in a role, if that makes sense. Brad Pitt's a phenomenal actor. He didn't show it here. It was almost like he was struggling to read the lines in the script, and it was almost like he knew that it was kind of shit. And he was like, damn, okay.
It felt like he wasn't into the character at all.
Brad Pitt was stale bread in this movie. He was just hard, crunch, bore, dumb.
And maybe that was the writing. Maybe it's not his fault.
Yeah.
But, regardless, that still makes for kind of a crappy film.
Well,
So-
I would say that it probably was the writing, right? I think Brad Pitt, he's not a bad actor by any stretch of the
Glorious
imagination.
Bastards.
Right.
Still haven't seen it.
I think most of the blame probably should fall on the writing and maybe not on Brad
Who
Pitt.
directed this movie?
But yeah, to your point, what's a fair statement? The character that Brad Pitt played was stale bread, was incredibly boring.
Right. And maybe Brad Pitt met that mark, but it's not what people, us three wanted.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
A
when you think...
space adventure movie like this was entitled to be, dude, the protagonist was, here we go, I'm moving on to Mars now.
When you think about it, when you think of Brad Pitt,
On to Jupiter.
you think
You
of...
sound like Bill Belichick. Like, that's how Brad Pitt was in this movie. If you know Bill Belichick, you know how quick to the point he is with things and how much he does not show emotion, and that was Brad Pitt in this movie.
When you think of Brad Pitt, you think of good movies with good acting and good directing. that just wasn't this movie. It was almost like Brad Pitt, and he's not poor by any stretch of the imagination, but it was almost like he took a job like as an actor in a movie where he didn't really feel it, and he was just like, gotta make a few bucks.
You know what I think happened?
I'll read the lines.
Here's what I think happened. The writing, I think, was not good.
Yeah.
I think that the writers just kind of said they were banking on the fact that, all right, we got Brad Pitt in this movie, it's an instant hit.
Right, yeah.
Whoa,
Jesus,
sorry,
dude.
folks.
Almost knocked over the liquor there. That wouldn't have been
Fell
good.
through the wall there.
Shut
I
up.
think I pulled a muscle.
I think that the writers were banking on Brad Pitt kind of saving the movie and making it a good movie.
Thank you.
Right.
And I think he fell short.
It was
not Brad Pitt. It was the way the character was written.
I agree.
Yeah.
I completely agree. There was and the thing that really aggravated me about this movie is, you said it yourself, it's a space adventure. You can do literally infinite things with space.
Uh-huh.
This guy, spoiler alert, obviously, he went to Mars. First he went to the moon.
Uh-huh.
Then he goes to Mars. Then he goes to Neptune.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah.
You know how far away that is? 19 days?
It's fucking
And we didn't even see the surface of
19
Neptune?
days from Mars.
Right, from Mars. And it was what?
Not from Earth.
It was what, like 9
No.
days to get to Mars or something like that?
No. From the moon to Mars, I think was 19 days.
No, from Mars to Neptune, it was 19. I
pretty-
think it was 17 or something
No,
like that.
it was like 70 something.
Oh, it was 79 days
To Neptune.
from
From
Mars to Neptune. You're right.
You're right. You're right.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
But, I mean, well,
And that
fucking
was
whatever.
the best part of the movie. That was the best
Yeah.
part of Brad Pitt's
Yeah.
acting, when he lost his mind in those 79 days.
I completely agree.
That was his peak.
I
Yeah.
completely agree. He didn't know what the fuck he was doing. He was all sorts of screwed up. He was losing his marbles because 70-something days alone in outer space. Who are you going to talk to?
Yeah.
What do you got going for you? He pumps the feeding tube in him. He naps, calls it a day.
Yeah.
Floats around.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's it.
Whoa.
And I mean, Brad Pitt is such a phenomenal actor, and this movie did not showcase that at
No.
all.
I was holding out the entire time for a mind fuck. Like a mind fuck moment.
We were saying that in the theater. We were also saying that we were really hoping for aliens.
Yeah.
No.
Now hold up now.
All right. Here's the special scene, folks.
Who wants to explain it? Because I'm just going to laugh.
I think I'll give my best shot.
Go for it, Andrew.
Can someone-
Can I preface?
Yeah, preface it. Give me a location.
I'll set you up.
Yeah.
We went into this movie, we were like, all right, this is a space movie. It's about space exploration. It's, heavy on the sci-fi. There has to be aliens in this. We were all kind of banking on that because that would add something to the movie, right? Mm-hmm. Everyone loves aliens. Everyone loves the concept of extraterrestrial life. All three of us were sitting there in our seats waiting for aliens to appear on screen. There was a scene that came up. Andrew, take it from here. How was that? Did I set you up all right?
Where was he in this scene? So he was traveling from, I believe...
He was on Mars.
I believe it was to Mars. I think it was from the moon to Mars, right?
Yep.
It was
Because it was before they landed on Mars. So they were traveling from the moon to Mars. By the way, I'm sure we'll hop into this in the cinematography in this movie. Beautiful.
It was.
That's where this movie gets like its ratings for most of us.
The
But
cinematography was just like
true.
on point.
phenom.
I didn't bring that up, but that's absolutely true.
But so we're traveling. Show me the fucking picture. We're traveling from the moon to Mars, and there is a spaceship that sent out a beacon, of a distress beacon, and it was maybe a couple days old at this point, or maybe a week or two old, but they needed help, and the ship they were flying on caught wind of the beacon and flew towards the ship. So two of our main character, McBride, I forget his first name. Roy McBride, yes, thank you, which is Brad Pitt, and the captain of the spaceship that they're currently flying on. So the captain is flying the spaceship to Mars, and him and Roy McBride, get out, and they're like, let's check out this fucking beacon of distress.
Quick pit stop to the shell.
Pit, no pun intended.
Yeah. Quick stop.
Oh, I thought you were saying like
Yeah.
quick stop to me. I was like,
No,
all
no,
right,
no.
I'll
I was
wait.
like, all right, I'll wait.
Yeah.
no, quick stop, you know.
Yeah, oh yeah. So it was a pit stop on the journey, and they're like, all right, well, we gotta check this out, make sure he's all right. They're going. They get there. They board the spaceship that's sent the distress beacon, and they're like, all right, let's split up. Already a red flag. Let's split up. Go find out. Like, let's go find somebody because they've been traveling around together. They haven't found anybody on this spaceship. Eventually, Roy McBride,
Brad Pitt.
he sees, they connect again. Him, the captain of the spaceship that he's flying on. He sees the back of him, and he's like, he's calling out his name, whatever his name is, and he's like, hey, I'm right behind you. What's going on? And the body
stupid.
just moves, and a fucking monkey pops up behind the body and screams and charges after. I mean, again, this is zero gravity in space, so he launches himself off some sort of wall, some surface to go head forward into Roy McBride and try to kill him.
A fucking monkey.
A monkey, goddammit! Like, talk about one of the most unexpected turns in a movie was seeing a monkey in space, and they explained it. And it was an experimental monkey, and it made sense. Like they're studying it, I guess. But the monkey murdered everybody on that spaceship that sent out the distress beacon, and the captain of the current spaceship they were driving.
But you know what was funny about that?
Are you kidding me?
You know what was funny about that scene is that when they were doing that scene, I could tell what all three of us were thinking in that very moment.
Aliens.
We were thinking, holy shit, we're about to see an alien. And then all of a sudden there's a fucking monkey on screen, and I'm like, what in the fuck is going on?
In the empty theater, you just hear me go, a fucking monkey?
I was honking.
I couldn't
was
believe
straight up-
my eyes, folks. Like, I was sitting there like, what?
I almost spit out my drink.
It's a little
I couldn't
bit of a
believe it.
letdown.
I couldn't believe it. I was sitting there. We were all. First of all, I gotta say, it was okay suspense. It was kind of like corny, scary movie suspense building up to that.
I was ready, though.
But yeah, we were ready.
I was like, this is where the movie turns.
We were like, oh, here's some shit. We're gonna see some ETs, some extraterrestrials. And I'm looking at the screen, and I couldn't. At first, I was like, what is it? And Andrew, a monkey. And I was like, yo, what is going on in here, man? It was wild.
Wild to me.
Absolutely ridiculous.
It's so weird.
That was
A
the most shocking scene in the movie, without a doubt.
A space
And
monkey.
a letdown.
And it ate the
Yeah, it was not alien, so it kind of sucked.
it ate the guy's head off. It ate his face off, really.
Yeah, it ate his nose and just murdered his shit.
I think that, honestly, I think that the movie could have used more parts like that. Not necessarily with monkeys, but just
Right.
action in general. It was kind of slow.
Right.
It was very slow.
I was expecting, when you hear
guys-
something about a space movie, you
Right.
think like action, you think aliens, you
Right.
think spaceships, and it was just kind of like a slow-moving, dull, kind of uneventful movie.
Go
You
ahead.
you haven't seen Blade Runner 2049, right?
No.
Have you seen the original Blade Runner?
No.
I'm getting there. We're getting there.
Ooh, man, I gotta watch those movies with you guys. Blade Runner 2049 was a very slow-paced movie. Very slow. Like a 4-hour movie. It was long.
It's like 4 hours, 40 minutes of slowness.
Dude,
I don't even know if I want to
No, it wasn't 4 hours, 40 minutes. It was like 3 hours, and a lot of it was very slow. And
Blade Runner 49? That's over
20
2049.
Yeah.
That's over 4 hours.
Is it?
Hell yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you this right now. I fell asleep during that movie, and I woke up, and I still thought that movie was incredible. Because even though I fell asleep through part of it, I was like, this movie is slow. I could fall asleep. And I did. I literally felt this is the only movie I've ever fallen asleep in the middle of. And I woke up, and I was immediately re-engaged in it. I was like, this movie's great again.
This movie.
It's like you need a power nap in the middle of that movie. Like, it was awesome. And Ad Astra did not have that. It was just slow and watching paint dry on the wall. And I was like, oh my God, where is this going? But Jason, let's hear your commentary on the acting. If you
Yeah,
haven't
I'm
already
curious.
said it all.
We pretty much did. The acting was. I don't think Brad Pitt's a bad actor. I don't think that the acting was bad in this movie. I think it was the writing that was bad.
Yeah.
I think that Brad Pitt was just trying to play the character as it was written.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, the character that was written was shit.
You know what did suck about the acting is that Tommy Lee Jones,
Yep.
Roy McBride's dad,
Yep.
he was only in it for like video
20 minutes.
Well, not even that, I don't think, for like screen time, but he was in it for like literally on like video documentation and just pictures or whatever. And then when it was time for him to act, it was like 10, 15 minutes of screen time of him interacting with Roy McBride, his son. That sucks.
Yeah.
Such a build up,
I
and
wonder
then
how much he got paid.
and then he turns out to be a douchebag.
Big time.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big.
And it's like it was almost like, what was he there for?
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
The ending was kind of anticlimactic. It was just so weird. Like, big spoilers here. The part where Roy's dad was like, "Yeah, I never cared about you or the family." It was just like
He
I
was
felt
like chuckling about
like, dude,
it. Yeah.
I felt like I was like fucking watching an episode of Jerry Springer or like
Right.
Maury or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want, if I come to a space movie, I don't want to sit there and watch some kind of like family drama going on. I want action. I want some kind of climax at the end.
And then-
I said it before the movie started. I was like, I feel like this connection the father and the son are supposed to have in this movie is going to make it really weird. And
And you
when,
were
when
right.
it came to it, it was really weird.
Yeah.
and I mean,
Really weird.
yeah, it was like so anticlimactic too at that part, in the sense that like his Brad Pitt, Roy McBride, his dad, when he met him, was dissing him and everything and saying, "I never cared about you," and then he was just like, "Come on, I'm taking you home."
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. That's the writing again. He was
Right.
just like, stale bread, no emotion throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
He gets fired up at like one or two scenes. Like, that's like the main purpose of this character is that he always has a low and steady heart rate,
Heart rate.
yeah. And you know, when his own father is telling him he doesn't give a shit about the entire family, and he still doesn't get mad.
He almost
Yeah.
was
Are you
just like-
kidding me? Like, come on, you're telling me that doesn't get you mad?
He almost was just like, "Ha ha ha! All right, come on."
Yeah.
He was like, "Come on, pops. I got some popcorn in the back. Like, let's
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, we got some bush lights. Let's have a good time."
Well, here's why this didn't work. I'm not saying that this sort of family drama in movies is always bad. The problem with it in this movie is the movie didn't give us any reason whatsoever to give two shits about the relationship between Roy McBride and his father.
I didn't know who I was rooting for this entire movie.
I was thinking to
And
myself,
you know a movie? Oh, go ahead.
I was thinking to myself, Jesus, Roy cares so much about finding his father. There's some kind of drama going on. Why the fuck should I care about this?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I was thinking that the entire movie.
Yep. And you know what movie did give us that? Guardians. There's a father-son relationship we gave a shit about.
Yeah.
With ego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else? Gamora and Thanos? I mean, that also works, yeah. But mainly Ego and...
Yeah, good
Quill.
point. Yep.
Like, the first movie set it up. Second movie... I mean,
Yep.
I'm sure
Yeah.
this movie didn't have opportunity for a first movie and then a second movie type of thing, but in the first half of the movie, it was just like, oh, yeah, his dad died.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your dad's alive. Oh, turns out he's probably actually causing all the problems that's happening on Earth right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we gotta kill him.
Yeah.
Real
Like,
quick.
come on.
Real quick.
We're
Just
running low on time. Go for it.
the thing that is really truly disappointing too about this movie is that Brad Pitt, like we said, phenomenal actor, does great in almost every movie he's in. He was in pretty much 100% of the scenes in this movie, right? There wasn't any scene where it was just two side characters talking or anything like that. He was in
Yeah.
every scene of this movie. This was his movie, and he sucked in it.
Again,
He blew, and it's the writing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the writing, but like, and shame on them for the writing, but like,
it painted him in a bad light.
don't cast Brad Pitt if you're gonna have that kind
Yeah.
of writing. That's not his kind
Well,
of movie.
it goes back to my point. I know exactly why they cast Brad Pitt because they
It's
thought
a
it
money
would
grab.
They thought it would save the movie. So real quick before we get into the release radar, how would you guys rate Ad Astra 1 through 10?
1 through 10. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
1 through 10. Fuck. 5.9.
Really? All right. Didn't you say it went up to like a 6.7?
I thought you said like.
Your rating on the whole movie as a general thing.
I did say 6.7 in the beginning. That's why I was confused. I thought it was a different question.
No.
I'm so confused.
No. He asked you what you thought of the entire movie and what would you give it.
Oh, then yeah, my 6.7.
Okay, yeah, I'd forgotten that
Yeah,
you said that.
you
Okay.
really
Wait.
dropped it down the whole.
No, what were you
whole
answering
number.
5 points?
Well, I thought you were talking about like. I don't know. I don't know.
All right, so you give it a 6.7.
I give it a 6.7. I thought you were asking a different thing. That's my bad. But 6.7 is what I'm sticking to.
Jesus. All right, Andrew, what do you give it?
I say 7.2 strictly because the cinematography of this movie was probably one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen out of a
that's true.
space movie to date. Even with all the Marvel shit that's happened, like, because Marvel isn't like it's fantasy. It's nothing that's real, and this is real Earth solar system shit. And it was really cool to see that, and really cool to see some of the advancements they had made on the moon and Mars and shit like that.
That's
and
true.
That's what really saved it for me. The acting was garbo, the writing was trash, but the cinematography, the way it looked, I thought that was phenomenal.
Give it a 6.5 out of 10.
Lower than me.
Yeah. This is dropping down from, I think, originally.
No aliens. Maybe, all right, maybe a 6.9. Honestly, the more I think about it, the no aliens being in there.
I think originally I had given it like a 7.5, and now I'm dropping down to a 6.5. Just didn't do it for me.
I
but that's
feel
that.
that.
Can I lay a fact on you real
You
quick?
and I went into this movie like
With high hopes.
it's gonna be a great movie.
Yeah.
Damn it! This
Can I
always
lay
happens.
a quick fact on you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The budget for this movie was $80 million. So far, opening week, they've only brought $7.2 million in the box office.
Wow. It's doing shit.
It's still very early,
Big L.
but 7.2.
That's not good
No,
at all.
is
dude, the first
shit.
week, that's where you make the most money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's shit. That's shit.
That's where you make Endgame. Its first week was already way over what
they'll be lucky if they make their 80 mil back.
They're gonna
Yeah.
be lucky to make half of that back at this point. It was not good.
So there you go. Andrew, what do we got for the release radar?
I'll leave the video game one to you.
All right.
I have three other video games though. But starting off with movies from this Friday, when we drop the episode, September 27th. It's next Friday. Joker comes out.
That's right.
I
Good one.
believe we will all be seeing Joker.
Without a doubt.
I know it comes out.
Dropping a review.
Also, Chudy comes out.
Excuse me?
Bless you.
Yeah. What?
Chudy is Wizard of Oz. You know, the girl that sang the Yellow Brick Road girl.
We're off. Or what is it?
Dorothy?
Dorothy, yes.
What'd you say? Chody? But that's the name of the movie?
No,
Chudy.
Chudy.
Chudy?
Yeah. Judy. Chudy. I think it's the name of the actress.
Judy?
Judy. Chudy?
Where'd you see the CH in that?
Judy. Chudy? Does it really matter?
I have an Aunt Judy who spells it Judy. And we call her Aunt Judy, not Aunt Chudy.
Judy. Does it really matter?
All right. Anyways.
So, it's the lady from Wizard of Oz. All right.
Name Judy.
It's like her thing after what happened with Wizard of Oz, how she kind of blew up.
Okay.
That's what that one's supposed to be about. And it's, you know how she sings throughout the movie? It's going to have those original songs in there with her singing how all that came about. So that comes out also next Friday, October 4th. TV shows coming back. So TV shows are a new one this week, and it's because there's a lot of big ones coming back, in my opinion. So starting with South Park, September 25th. Final season of Modern Family. This is it. This is the last season of Modern Family we'll ever get. And
God.
I think Modern Family is honestly hilarious, but Tate has his own opinion on that. That comes out September 25th as well. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, September 25th. Hilarious. Great show. Grey's Anatomy comes back September 26th for its 1,000,005 season. Family Guy, Bob's Burgers, and The Simpsons all come back September 29th. I believe that's Friday.
Wow.
If I'm not
All right.
mistaken. No, that's Sunday. So Fox comes out with all their animated TV series again on Sunday. And The Blacklist. You watched some of that, right? Tate?
Yeah, Jess and I are making slow progress through it, but we're watching it. We're a couple seasons in. I think we're on season 4 or something like that. Great series, really good.
The Blacklist, October 4th, next Friday. It'll be out. Music, Kanye West dropped a new album next Friday, October. Actually, I think that's this Friday. So, yeah. Can you look that up for me? I forgot to write down the date for that one.
What?
Jesus is the King, Kanye West, his new album. I believe I think it's October 4th.
September 27th?
So that's this Friday. Never mind, I lied. So Kanye West drops Jesus is the King September 27th. And Kirk, which is by DaBaby, which is one of the newer rappers that I do enjoy, he also drops a new album September 27th. And finally, video game-wise, we have Mario Kart Tour, which is on iOS,
That's
guys.
sick.
On our phones.
That's pretty
Race
awesome.
each other.
I'll be getting that. Is it only iPhone 10 and up?
I don't know. I haven't tried to download it yet, in all honesty.
How much are they going to make you pay?
It's
Are
out
they?
today. I don't think you have to pay.
Dude, there's definitely in-app purchases.
If you want to get different cars,
Yeah.
different characters, no doubt.
I'll be
But,
getting that
Getting
game
the
probably,
standard Mario, whatever,
You kidding me?
whatever comes with it. I'm pretty sure it's free. iOS store, you could get it today, September
about
25th.
it.
Mario Kart's the greatest game ever. You understand me? If we're laying in bed at 11 o'clock, we text each other, you want to play a game of racing? We all log
Mario
in.
Kart.
We just lay there in bed racing. Our brains
Forget
are going
about
to be
it.
mush. But I love it.
Lordy. FIFA 2020. Holy shit, that sounds weird.
I'm taking you on after the pod.
Anyway, check me out on social media, guys. Find me on Twitter at JasonOnTap. You can also find us, our general show pages on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. The podcast is up on SoundCloud and Spotify. Check us out. You guys plug your shows. Go for it.
Go ahead, plug.
I mean, plug your social media channels,
My
not your
shows,
shows.
I got a Netflix.
Unless you guys have shows that I don't know about.
That'd be news to me. Guys, please give me a follow at ATF796 on Twitter. I tweet a lot of ridiculous things. I honestly quote tweet a lot of things and just give my reaction to them. And yeah, give me a follow. I'd appreciate it. Give the podcast a follow, though. That's way more important to me than myself.
Yeah, I was going to say podcast way more important. Follow that, if anything. I'm on Twitter, though, TateVilio4. I'm on Instagram, too. I really don't post on Instagram, but I appreciate the follow anyways. It's TateVilly_97. If you want to give a follow. We all appreciate it. We all love the fans. We all love interacting with the fans, more importantly. So follow our OnTap accounts. Follow our personal accounts for maximum interaction.
That's right. We are back every single Friday, folks, which means we'll be back next Friday for episode 5. Until then, have a great week. We'll see you next time.
Be well, guys. Take care.
Take it easy.